word the, which is the last beat, some of you have a quarter note with a fermata over it. Others of you have an eighth note. We're going to do the eighth note. So no fermata, cross out the fermata, and then make a quarter note and eighth note if that's what you have. All right, and then let's turn back to page 4.
So it's just yeah.
So at the last page, third line, measure 69. Okay, so the final beat, instead of a quarter note with a fermata over it, it will be an eighth note without a fermata. Second ending. Over the word the.
Yeah.
Over the word the. And then back to page 4. So altos, tenors, and basses on weary. Mark, would you play the pitches? Great. So can I just hear that? We're going to good. Now, we've got these guys right here, right? Decrescendo, crescendo, decrescendo. Can you exaggerate that? Like, do way more than you think you need to. Start even softer. Good. All right, next one. And then basses and tenors continue. Basses and tenors. Do not get quite so quiet because we've got to hear the bass right there in measure 28. So, measure 27. Good. Now altos, you will notice work is done on the first ending. You go down to the C. Second ending, you're going to go, it says the second time, you're going to go up to the F. So keep that at the C. It's a little bit of a confusing marking there for altos and sopranos. So just make sure, you know, altos you stay on a C, sopranos you go to the you stay on the F. So cross out this on the second ending thing with your arrows in there if you have that in your score. It's a confusing marking and it's not necessary. It's just the way it's written. Yeah, ours is fine. Ours is fine. Yours is fine. Okay. Some editions have a very confusing marking there. So. Sopranos, let's add you in at measure 25 in the pickup. And that will be both first and second endings. Great. So then altos, tenors, basses. Sounds great. But sopranos have the melody, right? So can that be just a little bit quieter? So just a little bit so you make sure that you can hear all of the beautiful soaring that the sopranos are doing there. From the second ending, the second time around. Sorry. Children don't.
Soon be
crescendo there, and then the time, right? So can we do from Christian Journey the first time through?
How do you want us to do breaths or not any?
So the second, Christian Journey soon be over, Christian Journey soon be over, breath. Christian Journey soon be over, the time is drawing nigh, breath. And then the breath on nigh will be a quarter rest. All right, from Christian Journey.
Christian journey soon be over. Christian journey soon be over. Christian journey soon be over. Time is drawing nigh. Christian journey soon be over. Christian journey soon be over. Christian journey soon be over. Time is drawing nigh. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. The time is drawing nigh. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. The time is drawing nigh.
Good, all right.
So, just a couple of things. At that fermata at the end before the time is going, or the time is going. Could you also, folks, could you start? This is on the final page, the second ending. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Could you do that? So this is where should we start? Trimmed and burning. Page 6, second line of music, first measure. Keep your lamps going into the second ending. And keep your lamps trimmed and burning. The time is drawing. So if you give them, you have to kick a good, nice, good 4 for them, rather than giving them the time. That's a little anxious making, like, now, right? So you want to go, the time.
Okay.
Try that. The time. Don't even have to give an extra. The time.
Okay. Can we try that for my benefit?
Same spot.
Same.
Keep your lamps trimmed and burning. The time is drawing nigh.
Good. All right. So there
Right?
won't be
Yeah,
a,
much easier to read, okay?
yeah, there won't be a huge diminuendo to the end. It kind of sounds cooler if it goes quicker.
Okay, cool. Another thing for you to think about and practice is that each of these sections sort of has a different character, right? And we'll talk a little bit more about, you know, the sort of the double meaning of spirituals and that kind of thing. But there's keep your lamps trimmed, that has real anchoring. So your gesture needs a little more arm weight. Ready, and keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Keep your lamps. If you're telling a group of slaves that are trying to escape north, right? They won't be inspired. They're going to get. They need a little bit more. Ready, and keep your lamps trimmed and burning. Keep your lamps. Good. And then children don't weary. Right? You can scoop up that crescendo a little bit, right? Rather than, because if you do weary, if the crescendo is an in motion, they'll be like, am I supposed to? Am I not supposed to? So at that point, just abandon. Can you do that? Ready, and sweep it. No, the whole arm, the whole body. Ready, and God. Children, don't get weary. And children. If you have the weary, this is the middle section. Ready? And don't. That's okay. Wait, I went the wrong direction. Here we go. Small. Right? But what is that like to look at, right? That feels like, the Fred wearing woo, right? That's what we want that sort of feeling to it, right? That kind of impassioned, right? And then that'll help the sopranos to be the Harriet Tubman's children don't get weary, right? And they'll naturally open up if this group does that, right? So that's the second character.
Okay.
And then this Christian journey, this is even more urgent, right? Soon be over, Christian journey, right? So that means you can even rock this. Can you do this? This is a little word. This is a little word of it. I use this on "We Never Failed Me Tonight," right? Never failed me. Because I wanted as much rooting as I could get, right? They won't teach you this at Westminster. So, right? The rock and roll move, right? Only do it if that's you. And then when you get to keep your lamps after this Christian journey, then you can go, keep your lamps trimmed and burning, right? And you can pull it back, right? So think about that in terms of the journey of the piece, even. Okay? Good. Very good work. That's just right. Okay?
Thank you.